as Richard Grenell said the other day when he had to jump in the press room, and I love him, man. God, I love him. They don't care. They don't care. They don't want to talk about accomplishments. They don't. Their behavior today with Kayleigh McEnany, which I also have. I mean, it's not. I'm not surprising anybody here who watches these things, but it was disgraceful. This is the same media who, for 3.5 years, have told us they had no problem with Russia. They had no problem with FISA abuses. They had no problem with weaponizing of the CIA, the FBI, the every acronym you could put up there. They had no problem with any of that. No problem with lying to the FISA judges. No problem. The media, nothing. They get in front of Joe Biden. They ask him, what color underwear he's wearing. Did you see the sunset? Did you like the color? What are your thoughts? Nothing. No serious questions. But Kayleigh McEnany walks out there in front of them today, and it's just a revolving door of ingrates and questioning. Just rude and obnoxious with no interest in any information from her. They want to just throw bombs.
Yeah. John
Solomon's got it right from Just the News. We need to rethink that whole room and what's going on in there because it's just, Fox might as well put Hannity in there and just let him go for a 5-minute dissertation. Might as well. What's the difference? Hannity might as well go in there. I might as well go in there. I don't need to ask a question. I'll just get up there and pontificate for 5 minutes and then, say something and just because all Paula Reed does there is just spew nonsense. It's just spew nonsense if she's hosting a show on MSNBC. She might as well be hosting a show on CNN. That's all she does. There's no legitimate real questions. It's just talking down or accusing or nothing. Nothing else. That's all they all do. I have all of them. I have most of the questions today cut up and edited in a way that you can just see one after the other. Bob Woodward. Oh, we're holding Bob Woodward. Bob Woodward today he's the guy. The media's behavior today in the press briefing room, which was it's disgraceful, but it's not. I don't know why I'm surprised. I really don't know why I'm still surprised when I watch it, that it aggravates me so. Because I just know they just wouldn't behave like this with anyone else. And Kayleigh McEnany is a saint for putting up with it the way she does and keeps her composure. Because I would have told them to all go F themselves probably in about 4 seconds, especially Paula Reed right there. As a matter of fact, I was going to let Rick do some news, but see, I get more PO'd the more I talk about it.
Oh, no, you're salty tonight, so we're going with this.
Here's Paula Reed, cut 15, G, in her exchange with Kayleigh McEnany. Now, listen, there's no question. You find the question here. Find the what's going to get you, the public, if you're even home in the afternoon, you're not working or trying to survive, put food on the table, you don't have time to listen to Paula Reed's nonsense. But what's benefiting you here as the viewer? Go ahead, roll that.
Thank you. I'd like to ask you about the Woodward interviews. Did President Trump intentionally mislead the American people about the threat of COVID, a pandemic that has now cost the lives of nearly 200,000 Americans?
Absolutely not. This president, at a time when you're facing insurmountable challenges, it's important to express confidence. It's important to express calm.
Now, stop it. Now, she asked the first part, the ridiculous pontificating, which is barely a question. She just wants to get it out there in the most dramatic way she possibly can. Did the president mislead the American people on COVID with 200,000 dead? So then, so she tries to even answer, and immediately she just jumps in, this big mouth. She's got to just jump in because she's got to pontificate more. She won't even let her, she has no interest in what Kayleigh McEnany has to say. None. She has no interest, and she has no interest in you having any interest. She doesn't want to hear it, and she doesn't want you to hear it. She just wants you to hear her blabbering on, slobbering on. That's all she's interested in. She has no interest in you getting any information from Kayleigh McEnany at all. Go ahead.
It down, is that expressing calm? It seems dishonest. It seems.
Can
like
you read the rest of the quote?
That's how much they put in there.
Oh, you excluded the last part. Please.
Okay, now stop it right here. This shows you how disingenuous she is. She leaves out The last part of the quote, she gets called out for it, and her response, which you didn't hear there because I was telling Gio to stop the clip, her response is, well, don't worry, we'll play it all on 60 Minutes. Like, you don't worry about how we edit, falsely deceptive edit this stuff. We'll play it on Sunday, but we won't even remember it by then. Rewind that a little bit, G, and look at this, how dishonest she is. Roll that.
Did the last part.
We'll play the full thing on 60 Minutes.
Please do.
Do you deny that you
Explain.
the American
Please,
people
of
about
course
the
I
threat of
deny
this
that.
pandemic?
And he makes clear that he doesn't want to see
stop
chaos.
it. Again, she doesn't care if she's denied. She just wants it to be said. She doesn't give you the quote in full. She gets called out on it, and then she says, like it's enough. Don't worry about that, Kaylee. We're professionals here at CBS, don't you know? We'll play it all on Sunday. You just answer my question. And this is what happened all day. The little cabal of all of them. I can see them outside the press room before they went in there talking to each other. What are you going to ask? How are you going to get them? Get them, get them, get them. We all got to get them. Get them on this. This is it. This is our new shiny object. What are you going to ask them? I'm going to ask them. We'll ask them the same thing, but we'll make it sound different. And that's exactly what they did. And it was a disgrace. And she's a disgrace. And none of them have any interest in you learning anything from any of this. None. Nothing.